Hi guys, Ms. Rodriguez here again. We're going through the next page of notes. This is page 10 in your notes packet, so it should be page 10 in your chapter 7, packet. And I'm going to walk you through how to do substitution, so same idea we were doing the other day. But now, notice that one of the equations, you guys can see this equation here, it doesn't have y equals. It's this other stuff and then the y, right? So y is not by itself. So what we have to do is we have to move it around. But the other equation still has y by itself. So actually, we know what? We don't have to move it around. Because this equation still has y by itself, we can still do the substitution like we did yesterday. So go ahead and do the same thing. Write both equations down. Here's the second one. And now the only thing that we're going to do is we have to substitute from this one over here on the right. So I have to take the one that has y equals. That's the one I'm going to substitute in for y over here. Okay, because that whole expression is equal to y, that's the one that I have to substitute in for the y over here. Okay, I can't go the other way this time. Okay, so it's still going to be similar, but a little different. So now when I rewrite this equation, I'm now going to have negative x, that's still there, plus, and instead of this y, I have to plug this whole thing in. So I have to put there 3x plus 2. I'm just substituting that for y. And now since this is just addition, I can just write this down and I can solve my equation. I can combine like terms this time. So you have negative x, that's like negative 1 plus 3. Use your calculators. 2x plus 2, bring this down, and then I move stuff over. 2x equals 10, divide by 2, x equals 5. Now the rest of this is still the same. You're still going to take that answer and plug it in here in order to get y. And I get y equals 17. And don't forget, I noticed some of you were forgetting to write your final answers as an ordered pair with both x and y here. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, so that's the first example. Let's walk through the second example. All right, so this is our second example. So same idea. I'm going to go ahead and write out as substitution y equals negative 4x plus 18, and then 7x minus 5y equals 18. So now you have to look for the equation that has y by itself equals this whole other side. And that's what I'm going to substitute now into the other equation. So that's where I'm going to take this whole thing and substitute this way. So you don't always have to substitute from right to left or from left to right, right? It's just whichever one works. So in this case, the y equals was over here on the left. So I'm going to substitute it in for the y over here. So now I'm going to do my work on the right. So I'm going to have 7x minus 5. Instead of y, I put that whole thing, negative 4x plus 18. And then I still continue with the equals 18. So I'm substituting this whole expression in for this y. Does that make sense? So that's where that came from right there. Now, to solve this equation, we know we have to distribute first this negative 5. So I'll have 7x. Negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20x. Negative 5 times 18, I need my calculator for that one. I get negative 90. And then I combine like terms. And I move stuff around. And I get 27x equals 108. And 108 divided by 27, x equals 4. And then I got to take that x equals 4. I'm not done. I got to plug it in over here for x. So now I'll have y equals negative 4 times 4 plus 18. And I'll get y equals 2. Don't forget to write your final answer with the ordered pair. X always goes first, so that's why I put the 4 first. Y goes second, so that's why 2 is second. Okay, if you have questions, send me an email. I want you to try the next page, which is page 11. You should be able to do all of page 11 with this same process. And then check your answers and then submit it to me on Schoology. Have a good day.